What's up, folks? It's your buddy Fatalroadie. Happy Independence Day. Happy 4th of July. Tonight we're going to be doing the Smackdown recap. You'll probably hear somewhere in the background, so everyone in my neighborhood is shooting off fireworks, so if you hear any booming, I'm not getting bombed. It's just my neighbors. So we start off this episode with an intro from the WWE about Independence Day, as they always do. John Cena comes out. He starts off by working the crowd and basically tells all the people who have been against him to line them up and he'll knock them down. To then we get the introduction of RUSEV. Holy Jesus, he's back. He comes out waving the Bulgarian flag, calls USA a joke, to which Cena replies with that he's going to punch him in the mouth, challenges him to a flag match. RUSEV declines. John Cena calls him a coward, and as later stated that Daniel Bryan has set up the match for Battlegrounds as a flag match, RUSEV versus John Cena. We then go backstage to Daniel Bryan, who meets up with Chad Gable and AJ Styles, and says being that Kevin Owens is basically a chicken shit douchebag.
Stupid idiot!
He doesn't want to face either one of them because he's beaten them in the past. That Daniel Bryan is giving them an opportunity to be in the Battle Royal, but they have to face each other for it. So whoever wins the match is going to be in the Battle Royal later in the evening. So we had Chad Gable and AJ Styles. It was a decent match. I really liked it. I would probably say out of everything that went on tonight, that was probably one of the better matches. AJ Styles won the match. It was very competitive. Like I said, it was a great match. We then go backstage with Mojo Rawley looking sad as hell, opening up his suitcase, pulling out his Hype Bros shirt. Zack Ryder comes in, says that he talked to Daniel Bryan and they're both in the Battle Royal later on tonight. I don't know if this is going to be foreshadowing a possible heel turn for one of them, but that has been one of the rumors that has been going on recently, so we'll have to see later on, either later on tonight and going further down the line, whether or not this is going to have any weight to it. We then have Carmella and James Ellsworth coming out to the ring. James Ellsworth says that he's canceling Independence Day because they're going to have a Carmella-bration. Whatever. Carmella starts running down the crowd. Naomi's music hits. She comes out and she's got her WWE title and it looks like it's lined with LEDs. It looks weird, but it's interesting. It's kind of cool. She comes out, tells Naomi that she's got her eyes on her, and says to James Ellsworth that there's somebody that needs to meet him, which cues up Daniel Bryan coming out. Daniel Bryan comes in and says to James Ellsworth, "What am I going to do with you?" James Ellsworth starts talking. He tells him to shut up, that it was a rhetorical question. He then proceeds to ban James Ellsworth from the arena, to where he starts making fun of him like that stopped him before. He then says that he's going to be fined $10,000 and he's going to be suspended for 30 days without pay, and if he doesn't leave the ring immediately or breaks one of these rules, that Carmella will be stripped from her Money in the Bank contract. Carmella grabs him and heads right out the ring, which lines up our next match, Naomi versus Lana. This was a very, very quick match. It was a rematch from last week because apparently Lana had one of her shoulders up. So we have this rematch, like I said, very quick. Naomi takes Lana down, gets her in a submission move. Lana taps out. Naomi is still the champion. Right immediately after everything happened, Tamina runs in, stares down Naomi, tells Lana to get up and come with her. She walks out, looks at Lana, says, "Let's go," and both of them walk into the back. I don't know what that's about, so we're going to have to see later on, next week maybe, what happens with that. We then go to backstage with an interview with Shinsuke Nakamura. Baron Corbin quickly interrupts it, and he's wearing the most goofiest looking shirt I have ever seen. They fight it out, so I guess this is going to be a match at Battleground. We then go to the rap battle with the New Day and the Usos being officiated by Wale. Both the New Day and the Usos come out with their entourage. They're going back and forth, taking shots at one another. The Usos take a shot at Xavier Woods being rated R, going back to the leaked video of Paige a couple months back. Kofi Kingston starts ripping on the Usos. The Usos jump over towards the New Day Day, and Wale disqualifies them, so I guess the winner of this rap battle is the New Day. It was a train wreck. You didn't miss much if you didn't see it. We then have our next match, Randy Orton versus Aiden English. Aiden English jumps Randy Orton from the start, has a good portion of the offense from the beginning. Randy Orton comes back, starts pounding the hell out of Aiden English, grabs the steel steps. The referee warns him if he hits him, he's going to be disqualified. Randy Orton hits him anyways, gets disqualified, throws him back in the ring, gives him an RKO. Jinder Mahal comes out, starts running down Randy Orton, starts running down the crowd, saying how he's disliked because of the color of his skin, because of who he is, where he comes from, blah, blah, blah. Randy Orton says that's not the reason why everyone hates him. Everyone hates him because he's a jackass. This is working into being a really good match coming into Battleground. I'd be interested to see what this Punjabi prison match is going to be. I've mentioned we haven't seen one of these matches in about 10 years, and that was with the Great Khali. So this should be an interesting match. Hope we don't dig the story too far into the ground leading up to it, because we still have a ways to go. We then go backstage with an interview. Tyler Breeze, dressed up as a woman, is interviewing Ty Dillinger. Breezango is dressed up as a construction worker or whatever the hell he is. He's standing in the background and asking Ty Dillinger what his strategy is. Ty Dillinger kind of blows off the question and then poses the same question about what Tyler Breeze and Breezango might do if they're by themselves, if they have to face each other. That ends it. So then we go to an interview with Mike Kanellis. So we then go to an interview with Maria and Mike Kanellis. Their interview is interrupted by Sami Zayn, who's stretching off camera. He comes up and he's being his stupid, goofy self. I'm not liking the way this part of his character is going. I'm not really a big fan of Sami Zayn to begin with, but I'm guessing this is going to line up Mike Kanellis and Sami Zayn feud in the future. This leads out to our main event, the Battle Royal for #1 contender for the U.S. title. Kevin Owens is on commentary. I tried to get everybody's name who was in it. They cut quick to the commercials, so it was kind of hard to catch everybody. The participants were Sami Zayn, Dolph Ziggler, Eric Rowan, Luke Harper, both members of the Ascension, both Hype Brothers, both Colognes, which half of those were filler, Sin Cara, Ty Dillinger, and the other half of American Alpha, and I can't remember his name off the top of my head. It was a pretty good match. Like I said, there were a whole bunch of filler people in this match, so they were weeded off quick. I was surprised Dolph Ziggler was tossed off as quickly as he was. Mojo Rawley eliminated his partner, Zack Ryder, which kind of, like I said, leans on the possible heel turn for one of them, probably Zack Ryder. It ends up being Ty Dillinger, AJ Styles, and Sami Zayn at the end of it. The three of them go at it for a bit. Ty Dillinger gets eliminated. Sami Zayn almost gets knocked out when he tries to do a haluva kick on AJ Styles. They're fighting on the apron. Sami Zayn's trying to suplex AJ Styles off of the ring. AJ Styles fights back with a Pele kick to Sami Zayn. He falls to the ground, so AJ Styles is now the #1 contender for the U.S. title. And as you probably might have expected, Kevin Owens comes running in, attacks AJ Styles. AJ Styles fights back, hits him with a Pele kick, tries to get him into the Styles Clash. Kevin Owens weasels his way out of the ring, leaves his belt in the ring. AJ Styles grabs the belt and holds it tall to end this episode of SmackDown. It was a pretty good SmackDown. I liked it. I thought it was pretty good. The opener wasn't too long, but being it was Independence Day and John Cena was out there hyping up America, I'll overlook that. It wasn't too bad. The return of RUSEV was definitely surprising. I was actually wondering if he was ever going to come back, but I guess being that the hockey and NBA playoffs are over with, he can now return back to wrestling instead of sitting off and watching finals. The rap battle could have been skipped. I thought it was ridiculous. It didn't help anything and it didn't advance any of the stories. The Aiden English Randy Orton match was decent. They pretty much kept away from a lot of the SSDW that I keep talking about. I think the only repeat match that they did this week was the Lana and Naomi match. So, like I said, it was pretty good. I liked it. I'm going to be doing a predictions video for Great Balls of Fire later this week. I just want to make sure I got all the matches down, make sure nothing surprising is coming up. We'll be posting that later this week. And then after the pay-per-view, I'll be posting one for the results. But that'll do it for this episode of SmackDown Review. Leave a comment down below if you like this video, what you thought of tonight's SmackDown. Like, share, and subscribe. I've been Fatalroadie. You've been awesome. Thank you very much for watching. And remember, if it's too loud, you're too old. See ya.